Hello everyone, Lone here. In this video, I'm going to share another guide for Bunny Amber. If you're new to how Bunny Amber works, it's a niche playstyle with their Constellation 4, which involves hyper buffing Amber and manually detonating the bunny, making it deal huge damage. It may not be as great compared to modern teams, but it's definitely fun to play with. With the addition of Nicole and Prune to the game, Amber gets a few improvements with the power of Hexery Resonance. Let's start off with Nicole. To simply explain Nicole's kit, her skill generates a shield along with an attack buff. If Amber is on the field for more than 3 seconds, the attack buff increases a bit further. The shield gives interruption resistance. This is helpful for Amber, as she relies on charge attacks and is safer to detonate bunnies in certain situations. Nicole is also part of the Hexery faction. Some of the old Amber teams include Sucrose, which finally enables Hexery Resonance in the team. This also allows the Celestial Gift set to give 40% pyro damage bonus to Amber. Sucrose Hexery buff is also active and can help boost Amber for a small amount of damage. Nicole is pretty much the new Bennett for Amber. She's easier to play, you don't have to stand on a specific area to receive the buff, and she's not reliant on her burst. Her attack buff lasts longer, but you don't get the full buff with Amber for only the first 3 seconds. She is also good for Stygian Onslaught, as Amber usually starts off detonating the bunnies just to funnel particles to Bennett. With Nicole, you can just start off the rotation early, and it feels less awkward in terms of downtime. Nicole also has constellations that further improves Amber's damage, which I'll be talking about later. If you're thinking of replacing Sucrose or Prune, in terms of team damage, Prune C6 is ahead, especially the second rotation onwards, compared to Sucrose, which only stays the same for the whole fight. She's not a full-on replacement to the team, as Sucrose still gets the job done, and both of them enable Hexery Resonance for Nicole. Sucrose's buff is already at her base kit, and she's more accessible as a 1.0 character. She helps Amber on AoE situations with her ult and allows bunny repositioning, if done correctly. C6 Prune allows Nicole to reach 4000 attack easier and provides some damage contribution to the team, although one downside would be her ult placement. While her ult is active, the bell is positioned near the center of the aim shot crosshair, which makes it hard to tell where you're aiming at. In this section, I'll be showing all the Bunny Amber team comps, and no, I won't be counting Overload and Burning teams, as the off-field DPS are actually doing the most work than Amber. Her role just in practice is usually just a battery for the Pyro teammates. So the general team building would be like this: Amber as the main DPS, Nicole as the buffer, Sucrose or Prune for VV, the Pyro debuff, and Hexery Resonance. Your off-field cryo character is either Rosaria or Citlali. Rosaria is a low-cost option. She's an off-field DPS, providing you a crit rate boost on her ult. You can either put Noblesse or Emblem on her. She's pretty comfortable to play and a gap closer against aggressive enemies. Citlali is a better option, as her role is really a dedicated melt support. Pyro damage shred on her base kit, Natlan character who uses the scroll set that gives you 48% damage bonus, not to mention her being a 5-star means better support scaling. I currently have her C2, so expect her damage to be a bit more higher on the rotation section. It's also a mental endurance, as sacrificial fragments can also screw up your tempo and energy gain, so do pay attention to it, as this has been the main reason for many failed attempts, especially Stygian, unless you pull C6. These are the current builds, and here are 6 different rotations with Nicole and Bennett, and a bonus rotation for Stygian Onslaught.
諦めてせい全力こ
百発百中。安全距離。
震えなさい。
ふんふん。はっとはっ。
許さない。
6308。反逆。はっ。もう逃げ道はな。安全距離。
震えなさい。
はっ。うさぎ伯爵。出撃。頼んだわよ。はっ。退却や百発百中。6308。
許さない。バーディクト。
と試合をしよう。ふんふん。はっ。逃げられないって言ったでしょ。
許さない。
ど真ん中。
反逆。
もう逃げ道はな。マークするのだ。
諦めて震えなさい。
はっ。うさぎ伯爵出撃。頼んだわよ。
許さない。
逃げたい。逃がさない。大百百発百中。正解だ。
諦めてバーディクト。
うさぎ伯爵出撃。頼んだわよ。試合をしよう。はっ。手加減なしよ。安全距離。
みんながそばに。
もう逃げ道はな。吸引テストか。包みのよ。契約を果たせ。シトラリと頼んだわよ。とはっ。
燃えろ全力攻撃。
百発百中。安全距離。手加減なしよ。口封じは任せたからね。はっ。とうさぎ伯爵出撃。はっ。包みのよ。6308。大脚。百発百中。安全距離。さあ働きなさい。口封じは任せ。はっ。頼んだわよ。うさぎ伯爵出撃。包みのよ。拒絶。もう逃げ道はな。6308。さあ働きなさい。シトラリーいつとか。頼んだわよ。はっ。百発百中。正解だ。包みのよ。契約を果たせ。悪用の地。頼んだわよ。うさぎ伯爵出撃。はっ。ついてこれるかな。さあ働きな。逃げたい。逃がさない。雨のような鈴金を合図に。シトラリーリーチパパこうよ。拒絶。はっ。頼んだわよ。ついてこれるかな。反逆。雨のような 契約を果たせ悪用のウサギ伯爵出撃
Let's now go through Nicole's constellations. If you're dedicated to improve your amber damage, then her constellations are recommended. C1 is just 3 damage every 6 seconds. It launches a coordinated attack on hit that scales off the active character and corresponds to the element of the character. This doesn't screw up your melts, so you don't have to worry about it. C2 is a good stopping point. Her level 1 attack buff increases by an extra 300. Her level 2 attack buff now also gives elemental shield based on the character's element. C3 gives 3 levels to her skill, which means a bit more attack buff. C4 is similar to Quill's. After you get level 2 attack buff, for the next 8 instances of damage, it increases based on Nicole's attack. Since Amber only does a few hits, the second bunny and the last few charge attacks will be increased. C5 is just 3 levels on her ult. You won't be pressing this on her, so you can just ignore. And lastly, C6 Nicole. On her skill cast, you no longer have to wait for those 3 seconds as Nicole upgrades it to level 2 for the whole team immediately, and this will no longer revert back to level 1. Additionally, damage dealt while having the level 2 attack buff will ignore 40% of the opponent's defense. You probably have to change Amber's rotation. Amber's ult will eat up all the stacks on Nicole's C4 if you want those quills to contribute to the bunny. Sadly, I don't have her C6 yet, but maybe I'll just get it on her rerun soon. Here's a damage comparison from C0, C2 until C4. I think this is everything I can show as a guide for Hexray Amber. I won't be able to show every single strategy as all enemies have their own unique aggression that can screw up Amber a lot. But the fun part is there, which is trying to figure out how to clear with her. It will be difficult at first if you're starting your Bunny Amber journey, but you should be fine the more you try for linear experiences. Before I end this video, here's a short compilation of different bosses on the overworld with my Amber. If you enjoyed my guide, you can drop a like or sub and share this to your friends if you find this helpful.
力